Today on TriCenter, an update on Virginia Barasategi. Triathlon's best are inducted into the Hall of Fame, and we join the new Trek K-Swiss triathlon team at its California camp. TriCenter starts now. Welcome to TriCenter, your source for triathlon news. I'm Ann Wessling. Basque athlete Virginia Barasategi posted her most successful season in 2009 thanks to a wildflower victory and a third-place finish at the Ironman World Championship. 2010 got off to a rocky start for Barasategi due to a head-on bike crash she suffered while riding in Mallorca, Spain on February 15th. As a result of the incident, Barasategi sustained cuts and contusions to her face and 3 knocked-out teeth. We received word yesterday that despite the injuries, Barasategi will compete in the highly anticipated Abu Dhabi Triathlon on March 13th. In other news, 8-time Ironman world champion Paula Newby-Fraser was inducted into the USA Triathlon Hall of Fame on February 13th. Newby-Fraser was joined by fellow inductees Barb Lindquist, Jim Curl, Carl Thomas, and Valerie Silk. The 5 athletes were honored in front of a group of close to 200 in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Coming up next, we spend the weekend with the new Trek K-Swiss triathlon team in Los Angeles.
MGD 64 and 64 calories of Michelob Ultra. Enjoy.
Thanks. MGD 64, crisp, fresh draft beer taste with only 64 calories.
We're in the competitor newsroom with the editor of InsideTri.com, Liz Hitchens. Liz, thanks for having us.
No problem.
Liz spent the weekend with the Trek K-Swiss triathlon team in Los Angeles. Tell me what they were doing up there.
Well, they were there to get their new gear, to get to know each other, and to even get some training time in together.
Now, they kind of have a neat dynamic on that team. Tell me about that.
Yeah, they're from all over the world. You have 2 world champions in Michael Raylert and Julie Dibbins, and you have veterans like Chris Lieto and youngsters like Andrew Yoder. It's a fun team.
So we've got a clip from what Liz saw over the weekend.
Day 1 started out at K-Swiss headquarters in Westlake Village, California. We met up with all 9 members of the team and the representatives from K-Swiss and Trek. The athletes sat down for their team headshot. During the downtime, the group got a couple of pretty good games of ping pong going. Turns out triathletes are competitive no matter what sport they're participating in. Next, we headed down to Santa Monica for the team press conference. There, we got a sneak peek at the design of the new Trek Speed concept bike and K-Swiss race kit. The athletes sat down and we got to learn more about the team.
I've known, Joe for a few years, Julie I've looked up to for a long time, other guys, everyone else here in the team. It's great to then meet them, obviously having seen somebody like Chris's results as I've grown up watching the sport through the magazines at home. And what Mikey's saying there about, seeing me do well already just because I happen to have raced already this year. And hopefully we can each do that for each other through the rest of the season, into next season and onward.
The 2010 Trek K-Swiss triathlon team.
The next day, we got up bright and early and headed over to the pool at Cal Lutheran University. The athletes were given the option to do the workouts of their choice, but it quickly became a team effort. The group did a pretty intense workout together, made mostly of 100s. Next up was a 200-yard relay with each athlete completing 50 yards. There was some debate about the fairness of the teams, but in the end, it turned out to be a close race.
Oh, it was a great morning of swimming today. We've planned to swim for a couple of days, and last night at dinner we were talking about having a little relay, so it happened, and our team got beaten, but just. It was a good race, actually.
Yeah, everyone's been helping. Lieto, Yoder was just helping me, so, some of the top swimmers in the world are giving me tips on how to swim, so it's awesome.
From there, we headed back to the K-Swiss headquarters for a full day of work. They got to try on their new kits for the first time for a few photo shoots. In between photo sessions, we sat down with them for a little one-on-one time.
feel pretty lucky to be in this position. I was talking with Joe Gambles, and he said if he was my age, he would just have this big smile on his face. So I'm just going to take it, enjoy it, soak it all in, and hopefully, you know, develop.
When we meet each other on Wednesday, it was kind of not really familiar. It's more like, how are you? Like, nobody really knows the other guys. But even after the first lunch or after the first dinner, it's kind of like really familiar. Everybody gets to know the other guys and like really friendly.
Now you get your good friends that you train with and stuff, but then to come back to a team, you know, you feed off everyone's energy, and like today in the pool.
Yeah, it's good. It's been a quick weekend. I mean, we're only 2 days in. Pretty excited that both my big sponsors have combined forces and brought all these other great athletes on board.
Next up was one of the most important parts of the day, a bike fit with Retool. Each member of the team spent an hour and a half trying to dial in on the perfect fit. It was interesting to see the science that goes into Retool and watch professionals make key adjustments to their bike positions.
You know, there's always room to improve, and I believe we're going to tweak a few things from here that hopefully will make me faster on the bike and hopefully make me be able to run faster off it.
Day 3 was another early morning as everyone met up for a group ride. The team invited cyclists from the LA area to join them.
I'm pumped. You know, it's going to be a great time, a great team, and we're going to have some really good results as well this year. A little bit of some head shaving last night. I wasn't in charge, but I was doing the clipping. So, but no, it was fun, and just a little bit of training we're doing right now. Everyone is encouraging each other, and it's just it's a really fun time. It's good.
We followed them with our cameras through the Santa Monica Mountains. The bike ride was evidence of the team bond that is forming between these 9 athletes. We got to see everyone get to know each other through the first couple of days, but the bike ride on Sunday was evidence that everyone was finding a comfortable role on the team. It also became clear that 2 of the top athletes in the sport, Chris Lieto and Julie Dibbins, had emerged as leaders of this exciting team. The idea of a group of individual triathletes coming together to form a team is somewhat foreign to the sport. And while other teams have been formed in the past, few have been successful. It looks like this team is off to a great start. It will be fun to watch the Trek K-Swiss team in 2010.
That's the show for today. We'll see you again on Monday, March 8th with a preview of the first ever Abu Dhabi Triathlon. We'll leave you with more sights and sounds from our weekend with the team.
Please don't ask me about my headband. Right now I wear it and yeah.